Welcome back. This is Friday Lunchtime. Overnight and this afternoon, opposition parties are expressing growing concern over a lack of high-profile prosecutions relating to state capture. The Justice Minister, on the other hand, says efforts are continuing to rebuild the NPA. My sense is the DA MP and former prosecutor Glynnis Breytenbach is not buying that, and she joins us now on Friday Lunchtime. Glynnis Breytenbach, good afternoon to you. You are concerned at the slow pace of prosecutions. When you raise this, what reasons are you given?
Well, Jeremy, we've raised it a few times in the committee, and let me state at the outset that, that the job that Shamila Batoye has to do is not an easy one, and I get that. I absolutely get it. It's a big job, and the organisation is in big trouble, so there's a lot to be done. I understand all of that, but she's been there for 18 months, and there are no prosecutions forthcoming. And the last time that the NPA came to the Portfolio Committee, they laid out their plan for the immediate future, and it sounds great. But I said to her, "Who's going to do these prosecutions that you're talking about? The plan sounds great, but best plans lay between mice and men. Who's going to prosecute and who's going to investigate?" And she very honestly replied that they don't have anybody to investigate and they don't have anyone to prosecute. Their resources are so thin on the ground that to produce a specialist prosecutor that can do the kinds of prosecutions that we're talking about takes 20 years. They don't have that many prosecutors with that much experience.
So yesterday, Glynnis Breytenbach, you said, and I quote you, the NPA remains bogged down in the mess left after state capture and will never be able to function at the level required while it remains under-resourced. You say it takes maybe 2 decades to grow that type of specialist prosecutor. Where does this leave the process right now, then?
Well, it leaves it precisely where we see it. Arrests of smaller fish, no high-profile arrests, nothing in court. Herman Cronje came to the Portfolio Committee and very honestly told us that they've spent the last 18 months developing a plan. They now understand that the plan won't work. They've gone back to the drawing board, and that these cases take 3 to 4 years to get into court. The investigating directorate lifespan is 5 years, so that really just means that they will never get a case into court, and that all their work will devolve onto the prosecutors that are already there. So they might as well just have left them to it. Where they're going to find prosecutors to prosecute these types of matters is they'll have to recruit them. They'll have to bring people back who left. They'll have to go out and find the people who left because of the mess caused by state capture. There are many experienced prosecutors who left. They'll have to go and try and persuade them to come back. They'll have to use outside prosecutions. They'll have to appoint on a contract basis people from the bar, prosecutors who went into private practice.
And Glynnis Breytenbach, this is what the Justice Minister said yesterday, and I quote, "We are working to rebuild the NPA to be an effective, efficient and ethical prosecutorial organisation, and that the agency," and this is the part that I would imagine that you disagree with, "is beginning to fill key vacancies at leadership level." You're not accepting that, are you?
Well, of course, they've filled some key vacancies at leadership level. They appointed 3 deputy national directors. They appointed Rodney de Kock, Omar Rabaji, and I forget who the third person was now, but they've appointed people at a deputy national level. That's great. But those are very senior managers. Those people don't go to court. Those people are not going to prosecute state capture cases. Those people are not even going to be giving leadership to the people who are going to prosecute state capture cases.
All right.
The people who are doing that are DPPs and below. Probably deputy DPP is more likely. Those posts are empty. Senior state advocate posts are empty. Senior prosecutor posts are empty. And just prosecutor posts are empty. The minister yesterday told us about 400 plus cases that were successfully prosecuted. 400 plus cases. In a country where you have the kind of crime rate, 400 plus cases. What must you do with that?
All right. Glynnis Breytenbach, I'm going to leave it there. One senses the note of frustration as far as you're concerned, DA MP and former prosecutor. She has been in the belly of the beast.